Morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the Rancho. A very busy day. I'm inside making a Pullman loaf of sandwich bread today. I hope that you will stay tuned. Let's keep our fingers crossed on that. I've tried to make it before and I have failed. But for right now, it is time to do a garden update. And the operative word today is stressed. We were up to 110 degrees on Sunday, 108 degrees on Labor Day, and now all of a sudden we plunged down into the 60s. We have no sun because of the smoke. So to say that the garden is stressed would be the understatement of 2020. But let's see what we got. Starting with the squash here, and it's still managing to produce. These things really are kind of sensitive. You can see the amount of ash that is fallen from the sky that has landed on this. So still flowering here, still producing squash, which is very tasty. I cooked that up with eggplant, so it's doing pretty well here. It's hanging in there. I've tried to keep it watered. Tomatoes have also been very stressed. I've picked a lot of tomatoes so far this season. I'm trying to keep these kind of noxious weeds out that produce a lot of seeds and grow very rapidly. It has been productive. Again, I've been trying to keep the tomato patch watered here, and it goes from here to here. I have several varieties, and they've been very good. You see some tomatoes in the stage of ripening here. Here's a very baby watermelon, and here is a decent size one. I've never grown a watermelon in my life, but I got one growing on there now. Over here we've got the eggplant, which loves the heat. You can see some eggplants in here, probably ready to harvest. There's another with little ones, smaller ones back there, but they seem to be pretty happy. They seem to be have held up to the heat extremely well, which is good news. Over here, look at how tall this okra is. And it just keeps going. It's another plant that these plants really love the heat, and still producing a decent quantity of okra. The okra Winfrey on a weekly basis. Trick is you don't want to really let them get this long because they get kind of woody and they're tough. So our cucumber patch. See some nice cucumbers down there. Very good in salads. You can also do it Asian style and put it with a little rice wine vinegar. Soak them, and it tastes very well when you slice it up. Still got quite a few some decent sized ones here. I've been enjoying the cantaloupe. These are like a baby type of cantaloupe, and they automatically disconnect when they're ripe. They get that netting on the outside, and when it goes all the way around, they disconnect, but they're very, very juicy. They're like a single serving size. Still have a few on, but you can see this has been very stressed by the heat here. This is the big pumpkin plant. We'll get to that. There's a couple more cantaloupes over here. Down here. All the carrots, that was very successful, the crop of carrots. And this was a volunteer tomato that came up. This must be one of the heirloom varieties, and it's been very tasty. But you can see that's kind of stressed. They're not doing really well. And here's the volunteer daisies that came up. I enjoy seeing them in the morning. Turn your attention over here. This is the old spinach bed. I'm just letting that go for the season. But look at that. Look at that pumpkin there, turning nice and orange. Isn't that great looking? And I've got another one here that's even a bit bigger. And they really started turning orange. That's a quick update, guys. That's the way the garden stands on September 10th, 2020. Thanks so much for being along.